Well, greetings and salutations, my excellent friends. I hope you're having a fantastic day. It is Wednesday, meaning once more it is time for a QiRanger walk and talk. And today, well, as you can see, I am once more in the Jonggak cinema area. There's the big billboard. There's the entrance to Myeongdong and Korea Grand Sale 2014. You can see the spire for the Myeongdong Cathedral. And while we are here, I thought I'd share with you one of my favorite places, and that is kind of what I like to think of the historic district area of the Cheonggyecheon. So we're going to take a little walk through part of Zone 1 of the Cheonggyecheon as I make my way down the street. You can see that there is a lot of construction continuing to take place here. This is really a very busy area as soon as you come in past the tunnel. Oh, and just for references, this is one of the buildings that the President's President's Council on National Branding used to occupy. No longer occupies because that office has been disbanded. So here we go. We're walking down the street and we're fairly close to the Uljiro area. So you can see up here on the sign, this is Uljiro, Ulji Road, and to the left is 1 and to the right is 3, and straight ahead is Angguk Station, and you have one of the entrances to the Uljiro subway. This is a massive subway that the station actually runs all the way down to City Hall. It's freaking huge. You can actually, let me let her pass. You can see that it's 410 meters just to get to the subway station. And then Uljiro Samga, the 3, that hooks up with line number 3. It's 200 meters the other way. So this is actually part of the underground shopping center, and then it connects with the 2 subway stations. It's massive. It's friggin' huge. It's actually a really cool place to shop, and if you are disabled or need some mobility help, they have an elevator that takes you right down there. But this area really is quite amazing. And you can see some more construction taking place right there. Kinko's, wow. I don't think I can recall the last time I saw a Kinko's sign that didn't have the FedEx logo with it. That certainly is a rarity. So here we go, walking down the street. We're just about up to where the Cheonggyecheon is, and then we could have a blast. Can't recall the last time I've been here during winter, but I'm looking forward to it. I really do enjoy walking the Cheonggyecheon. If you're in the mood to go someplace fun with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your significant other, the Cheonggyecheon is a wonderful place. Lots of cafes along the upper area of it. It's just a nice place to come and relax. Oh, and here we have, this is really cool. I don't think I've ever shown this before, but this sculpture outside this building coming up on the right-hand side is truly something wickedly cool. It is the sculpture of a whale, and I think it is absolutely brilliant. Hyundai, as you say in the United States, but Hyundai, as we say here in Korea. This is something I always find interesting. That's how they sell car here. No lots, no nothing. You have a showroom, and there are the cars, and you go in and you make your purchase. None of this driving around stuff to try it out. Basically order out of a book. Seems odd to me. There's the Jonggak building, and that's where we're going to end up on today's walk. But I thought I would show a little bit of this part of Seoul, the urban part of Seoul, Not so much the back alleys this week. Maybe next week we'll do a back alley walk in some area. But this is the whale. I think this sculpture is just fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. You can see all the lights in there. It is just a really, really cool sculpture. I think it's absolutely brilliant, fantastic. I gotta find where there is a staircase for me to go down. There's only a certain number of staircases that allow you to go from the upper level to the lower level of the Cheonggyecheon. And you can see the stream down there and the snow. Oh, it looks like down here. So we'll go down this way, and then we'll cross on over. I'll even take you across those steps down there. Oh yeah, because that certainly seems like the safer spot. The side over here has a lot of snow on it, and I probably would risk falling on my buttocks, and that's not something I really want to do. Speaking of falling on your buttocks, true story. As many of you know, I went to university, both bachelor's and master's, at Northern Arizona University, Flagstaff, Arizona, located on the Colorado Plateau, elevation 7,000 feet. As we used to say, catch your breath. And during the wintertime, there was a lot of snow, which is one of the reasons why it was easy for me to acclimate to Korea. The weather here is very similar to what I experienced in Flagstaff. But in the almost 9 years that I was at NAU, both for my master's, bachelor's, working for the university, I only fell down one time. So I started school in the fall of 1989, and I didn't fall down on my butt. Had several close calls, but didn't fall down on my butt until the winter, the spring term, January 1996. It was actually the first and only time there was sufficient snow at NAU. Look at this junk star. Oh, let's take a look at this. First time at NAU while I was in attendance there that we got so much snow that they actually had to close the university for classes for a couple of days. I think we got 2 feet of snow in a span of 24 hours, closed I-40, the Walk-Up Sky Dome, oh wow, the Walk-Up Sky Dome parking lot was actually used for parking, as I want the snot from my nose, for parking for big rigs that couldn't travel anymore on I-40. It was just too dangerous. So yeah, all this equipment. This is really cool. Little hand trucks here, dollies, cable. Work equipment, piping. Well, yeah, if you need tools here, that is a big ass level. Wow, that is a big ass level. Chainsaws, everything. All right, let's head down. And I think this map actually has a really good overview of the Cheonggyecheon, at least for zone 1. And I keep on talking about these zones. As I said, there's 5 zones starting at City Hall Plaza and making your way all the way out. This doesn't even go down that far, so you can see all the area out here. So I am here. We're gonna go down here and head up that way up to the Jonggak area. And you can see the KTO office right down there. Oh yeah, really, really cool. And you can see this is pretty much all of zone 1 here. So all of zone 1 is about 6 kilometers long. I guess that's not really, let's see. Yeah. I guess not. This is actually going to be closer to zone 3 or 4, but yeah, this is just a really cool area. to come and explore. And if you're in the Seoul area in the spring, the summer months, and you're looking for a fun way to exercise, yeah, you can always go out to the Han River and go running along the banks, ride a bike along the bank. But I tell you what, can I cross? Oh, I can cross down here. Let me cross down here. I tell you what, just strolling here is a really cool way to exercise, because you can start at City Hall and then you can actually end up at the Han River. And it's just, when I did it, it was a blast. I went about 11 kilometers. It was really cool. I was filming the entire time, so it took hours and hours to do. But it was just really a cool experience. It's something I'd actually like to do again. Maybe make that like a 30K walk. So as I make my way down, here's the stream. Suppose if you're a small child, it might be a little bit more difficult than it is for me, but it's really, really easy. So yes, once more in the breathtaking warmth of the sun. Ooh, that is a nappy building. Check that out right there. That is a nappy building right there. I wonder how much longer that is going to be allowed to stand. A lot of places in Seoul, especially in this area, the older buildings are being torn down. They're being bought, they're being torn down, and then more modern buildings are being put up in their place. So, and that's the other thing. And granted that I'm using the ETM 008, which is more of a unidirectional / carotid type microphone, so you don't hear a lot of the outside noise. But when you come down from the street level, so much noise disappears, creating a very quiet environment. And even though there are cars up above, you can still hear the trickle of the stream. And I guess that's what I really enjoy about coming here. I probably come to the Cheonggyecheon multiple times a year. Any free opportunity I get to do a little walking, I come here. In fact, when I have friends or visitors come to Seoul, I always try to make it a point to take them here, at least for a little bit, because I think it is so beautiful, so tranquil, in such a stark contrast to the rest of Seoul. Pigeon. I think the last time Joe and I were here were during one of the lantern festivals in the fall. And as you can see, there's lots of people. This is their exercise path. They walk down here. And since it is central to Seoul, there's several different buses and subway lines in the area. So you can pick one location, start walking, you get done at your destination, and then you just hop on public transportation and go back home. So there is the Samyeol-gyo. That's where I should get up, but I'm not. I'm going to take you all the way down to the end. That's right. That's how I roll. We have a elevator, it looks like, here. So again, even though this is below the street level, they do take into consideration people who are in wheelchairs or scooters or powered seats to to come enjoy this as well. And this particular area is actually really interesting. So underneath the Sanmyeol-gyo, you have this tiered stairs here. And many times during the summer, you will find people congregating underneath this bridge out of the sun. And they simply just hang out here, have a good time, maybe a little picnic. You'll see kids in the river running back and forth. It's a real cool environment. Oh, that is something you don't see every day, a trash bin in Seoul. You don't see trash bins all that frequently in Korea. It's one of the maddening things about living here. A lot of them were removed for fear of being places of unsafe for protesters and terrorists. I remember back in 2010 when we had the G20 here, a couple ajumas catching up. But yeah, in 2010 they actually took out a lot of the trash bins for fear that people would use it to plant bombs and disrupt the G20. So this is really cool. You can maybe hear the piped in music, and this is the procession down to Suwon. So we have here, seen at the front are soldiers, followed by the eunuchs, officials responsible for keys, medical staff, and other officials during, including Lee Jo-hwan, a civil minister. Behind them are 50 soldiers and special unit soldiers with standards, followed by Shim Hwan-ji, Minister of Defense, and civil and military government officials. At the end of the procession are 25 soldiers guarding the palanquins, some with bows and others with guns. So, let's see. Yeah, so this is basically the procession down the Suwon for the king to pay respect to his father, Crown Prince Sado. This is a beautiful tiled mosaic. It's one of my favorite things in here. And I want to say that they've actually touched it up by placing the Chinese characters to denote each individual and what their role is. Let's see, this is the same one. 96 of the royal guards to King Cheonggyecheon stationed in Seoul and Hwasong were selected to march in this procession. Following the guards are soldiers, 2 policemen, military units with colorful standards, and a band. At the rear of the procession is So Yude, a military commander heading a party of military officers and regular soldiers. So yeah, this is the procession. And there's several more. I won't bother reading all the placards down here. But I will say that in this particular area on weekends, usually about right here, you will find a docent dressed in traditional Joseon era hanbok, or a Confucian scholar or a Confucian civil servant outfit, and he will explain, or she will explain, this and its historical significance. It's actually quite nice because they are bilingual in terms of being able to speak Korean and English. I would say most of them are, at least. And it's just really cool to be able to see that. So there's the sun up there, but as we continue to walk, you can see all the skyscrapers here. And this mosaic is quite long, and that was because this procession, I believe, was over 1 kilometer in length. And that is just staggering. Imagine a parade of one entity over 1 kilometer in length. Truly, truly amazing. And in the second lunar year of the month 1795, King Jonggyecheon, the 22nd monarch of the Joseon dynasty, accompanied by his mother Queen Haengyeongung Hong, visited the tomb of his father Prince Sado at Hwasong to commemorate his father's 60th birthday. So yeah, Pretty cool. All right, let's head on up the stairs and give you a final look at some of the Cheonggyecheon. And we'll come up. How appropriate. So like I said, there are a lot of different cafes in this area. In the Bon franchise, Bonjuk, Bon Bibimbap, they have a takeout service right here, and that's what this is. But what caught my eye really was Eat Pizza, lasagna. And they have this special deal here. That's actually kind of cool, the way they have their pizza. Looks like on almost like a French bread type crust. Don't know if I'd have berry pizza, but it's certainly unique. But over here they have the Pimax set. Pizza and mekju. And we have the ever popular phrase, Western bar. I was gonna take you down this way, but I think we'll go down the back alley instead up to the next main street. So Western bar, it's a popular concept here in Korea as well as Japan. This means that it's a bar. not like a chicken restaurant where you have fried chicken and beer, but a proper bar where you go to drink properly. And here are the different sides. So a sausage plate, 13,000 won. Dakgalbi plate for 13,000 won. Fried chicken, 13,000 won. One of the things I always find interesting at those places is they usually have potato set. So you can go in and have some French fries and whatnot. Dark Factory. And those sometimes, I mean, a thing of French fries will cost you anywhere between 13 and 15,000 won, which is just stupid. I'm sorry, but 15,000 won for a plate of French fries. See, BBQ chicken and beer, chimek, that's all you need to know. You come to Korea and you want the authentic experience, chicken and beer. I always take folks. Now I have here, Soswa, I have been here, went here with Sokjun from Talk to Me in Korean. Fish and Grill. A lot of different restaurants, wow. It's been a while since I've walked down this particular alley. Another good, if you don't like spicy food, this is what you need to get. Soybean paste stew, Jonggak. Sometimes there's pork in it, sometimes there's not. You just need to ask the people if there's food in it or not. Happy Play World Cafe. There's the Texas Ice House down there, another popular area. And of course the Ho Bar, which a lot of people will mistake its meaning, but Ho comes from the Chinese character Ho, meaning new. And of course we have a Starbucks. One thing I really don't understand why it's so popular here in Korea is Jägermeister. Jägermeister is freakingly huge and popular. Everybody loves it. Well, that's a nice set. So you get 3 glaze and 3 chocolate for 3,300. Not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. And we come up here, and there's the Jonggak building up there. Fairly cool from an architectural standpoint. I think it's nice. I think it's lovely. We're going to end our video right here at the Bosingak, the Bell Pavilion. So go Bosingak. If you, and they have guards out there on display. This is something that they didn't used to do, but they have started doing in the last few years. And I think it's actually really makes the place more special. So when I first came here, it was just the display. just the building, nothing more. You really couldn't see anything about it. But now they have the traditional guards. And on New Year's, they ring the bell. And this whole intersection just comes alive. Absolutely comes alive. It looks like, can you go up there now? Yeah, you can go up there. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go up there. Because you know what? I've never been up there. So let's go up together, shall we? This will be wickedly cool. Check out these weapons. Oh. Traditional instruments there. And now head up to the second floor of the pavilion. This is, oh, do we get to have a bell ringing? Let's see. That's pretty cool. Looks like he's getting ready. That steel handle must be really, really cold. It's like 5 minutes till noon. So maybe at noon he does it. I'm not gonna just stand here for 5 minutes with the video until then, but you can see everyone gearing up for it. This staircase blocked off. This is really cool. I really like it. And if you've been to temples here in Korea, you'll notice there's always this carved out portion underneath the bell so it can reverberate the sound, the concave portion. Normally it's just dug into the flooring of the bell chamber. But this is the first time I've ever seen it done in wood. And I think that's pretty cool. So, at Taeguk here in the flame. There's the Mugonghwa. Yeah, pretty brilliant. All right, my friends, I think we'll end it here for today. I'll give you one last view of Seoul. The guards out there, the Jonggak building. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this walk and talk through Seoul. And until then, remember to be true to yourself and always be awesome. Oh, that was cool. 감사합니다. Oh. That was wickedly awesome. And the way that the bell vibrates afterwards, freaking awesome.